don't forget that you love this book. You love the story. Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of the Typewriter Chronicles, where I give you advice on how to write awesome shit efficiently and productively. And today we are talking about a topic I've already covered in one of my videos, I think, but I just want to give you some advice on how to pick the book to write and how to preferably stick with it. So let's jump right into it. First thing, imagine this is the last book you ever get to write. And if you are picking, if you're choosing between like 2 or 3 books, just imagine which one you would really love to publish the most. Just try to imagine that you're never going to be able to write another book. What would you like your last book to be? You know, what would break your heart the most if you didn't get to writing that book? You will hopefully get to writing all of them. But if you just had to pick one of them, if you had to pick one last book to write, which one would you pick? Number 2 is just keep writing. This, I recently made a writing vlog where I talked about the fact that I'm writing 3 books at the same time. I'm gonna link it down below in the comments. No, in the description box if you want to check it out. It's not ideal. That's what I talk about in the video, that like I don't really recommend it. But this is something that held me back my entire life up until like last year, when I finally picked just one book and I stuck to it. I wasted so much of my time thinking, which book should I pick? Because I had so many ideas and I just wanted to write every single one of them, and then I ended up not writing anything because I didn't really write all of it at the same time. Sure, there were points where I kind of gave one a shot, then I wrote a little bit of the other one, but I never really wrote much. It's not like it was just this gigantic mess where I just kept writing millions of different things. But I just didn't write anything because I was thinking, I need to pick one of them, and so that then I can just write one book, but then I wasn't able to pick one of them, and then I didn't write anything. And so what I recommend to you is just keep writing. Yes, it's gonna be absolutely wonderful if you can just pick one fucking book and stick to that, but if you just can't do it, then just write. Whatever you feel like writing the most right now, whatever you have the most work done for, preferably, just write and write and write and write, and then eventually you're hopefully gonna, finish something and actually maybe in the process pick the book and stick to it. But just keep on writing, because if you don't write, none of these books are gonna, write themselves. So just write. Next tip is resist the new, exciting, beautiful idea. And this is a case for when you have been working on a book for a while and you're working on the first draft. Maybe the first draft is done already or whatever, and you're just in the process, you're focusing on one book, and then this new book idea comes and you think about it so much and you're like, oh my god, I actually really want to write this now. There's like a big reason behind this why it feels so exciting and so wonderful, and that is because it's new. You've been, if you've been working on that one book, it's not new anymore. You've gotten used to it and you've forgotten just how epic it is, because it's become kind of a tiny little bit more boring because it's nothing new for you. And the new idea, it doesn't mean that it's better than the one that you have right now. It's probably not, but it's new and it's exciting and it's nothing boring because you just came up with it, and it's like, oh my god. But guess what? When you work on that more, it's not going to be so exciting anymore, because you're gonna get used to it as well, and you will find out that there's so much more new work to be done with that. So you can give that a shot for a tiny little while, and then you'll see that it's really hard because you're at the very beginning again. You don't have the first draft, you barely have developed characters, and then you'll see that it was stupid to write it, and then you'll just go back to the project that you were working on before and you'll see that there you have so much more work done and you will be much closer to actually finishing that one. Next tip I have for you is so that the book that we're working on doesn't become boring just because we're getting super used to it and we just know it so well. Keep on doing things, keep on thinking or talking about how amazing it is and how much you love it. There's a reason why you're writing that book, and that is because you are super passionate about it. You love the story, you love the characters, you love the world, you love everything about it. And you've known it for a while now, and so it's kind of normal for you, but just like, if you have any writer friends, or just any friends who are interested in talking about this shit with you, talk to them about just how much you love it so that you don't forget just how extraordinary the story is, just how much you adore it. Sure, there are all the other books that now seem much more exciting, like we covered now, but just don't forget that you love this book. You love the story, and sure, you will love other books later, but for now, focus on the love you have for this one, and don't talk about all the other exciting books. Talk about just the one that you're working on right now, and don't forget that you love it. So that's all the advice I have for you today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more videos like this. I've been making a fuck ton of writing videos, and there's much more to come, so stay tuned. And yeah, have a brilliant day, and see you soon in another video. Bye!